I really enjoy and appreciate fine black lines against gray backgrounds. I really love woodcuts for that reason. So when I saw this winter field in Romania, I was drawn to it. I like the simple and stark contrast. It reminded me of several Van Gogh drawings I had seen. My wife and I had been in Amsterdam at the Van Gogh Museum. In Holland, the natives say Van Gogh, not Van Gogh. Also, at the end of the video, I will attach a link to hear a little more concerning Van Gogh that many people are not aware of. Anyway, getting back to the photo, I thought I need this one in my camera. It is too pleasant and too invigorating for words to try to describe. I was able to bring it back, and fortunately I didn't have to draw all those fine lines like Van Gogh to enjoy having them. To emphasize how much I like black lines with gray or bluish skies, here are a few more winter scenes. I will slow the photos down that you can enjoy their beauty. The shapes and spaces of whites and blacks in each one is worth the time. They are all wonderful and unique. It is good to stop sometimes and enjoy the beauty of the scenes. Let it get absorbed into you. I don't know if absorbed is the right word. Let it soak in. It takes time, but it's worth the time. Then, of course, you also have the winter farm scene. So peaceful, so tranquil, late afternoon in a Serbian farmland. Just the blacks and whites, of course. As for the peaceful and tranquil scene, who knows? The farmer and his wife could have been having a heated argument, but I couldn't hear them from where I was. Or they may have been having a pleasant late afternoon candle-lit dinner. I don't know, but I truly enjoy this photo. That I do know. I have hundreds more photos like that. I once gave a photo to someone. That photo is now being shown on the screen. His reaction when he saw it, he said, "It sings." It sings, I thought. What sings? The picture, it sings, he explained. I was enjoying the warm summer day in North Carolina. Warren, who was about 85 years old, walking around in his shorts, without a t-shirt on, busy doing some manual labor on his farm, which included a welding shop his son ran, and a cabinetry shop, and preschool education facility. Warren was a busy man, but when I showed to him the photo, he immediately said, "It sings." And since he was always busy doing something, I thought, maybe he was referring to something else, but no, he did have enough time to understand and appreciate the picture, and came up with the pronouncement, "It sings." When it was clear to me that he was indeed referring to the photo, I was very greatly encouraged, because this is how I relate to the photos I take. That is why I had taken the photo in the first place. I knew at that moment what I had been trying to accomplish. The reason I had taken the photo had been realized. It was a wonderful moment. It can, and still, more than 30 years later, it can still reverberate in me how not only I was taken by the picture, but to my amazement, someone else had seen what was there also. That had made my day. That the enjoyment that I had when I took the photo when even the times afterward, when I enjoyed it later, someone else could receive the same kind of charge from it. To me, that was so satisfying, and so the photos enclosed and presented to you this day, dear viewer, are with the same intention. There are so many signs around town, advertising and non-advertising. The first, the best, the highest, the brightest, the fastest. Here are presented to you the photos. They are not the best or fastest. They are only there to be able to strike a chord in you. If they do, all I would have to say is, hallelujah. Some of the ones I have taken are now also here for you to enjoy. Are they truly worth viewing? One thing is, in this day and age, it's typical, even for myself, to look too quickly, because there's much to see and absorb. Especially, I would say, the fall foliage photos. They are, to me, quite profound. They are subtle. The colors are wondrous, luminescent, too grand to fathom all at once. So even I need time to absorb them. I know this may all sound like some grandiose advertisement, but if you take some time with these pictures, you may be able to see how truly wonderful they are. The Boston Spa truck, the truck is man-made. The colors, they were painted on by man, but the colors that are there now have been produced by the summer heat, the winter cold, and wind, and ice and rain, and a lot of time. These all help to create the colors you end up seeing and enjoying. The blues and reds and purples in that photo, to me, are extraordinary. They leave me awestruck. Each time I see that photo, I leave feeling better. The next photo, that was taken around Saratoga Springs. The aquas, the turquoises, the greens and blues and sunlight producing those colors in the foliage is quite profound. In the grassy scene, what about the grass and flowers on the forest floor with the sunlight? And the clouds, the whites and blues, the shapes of the clouds, and the sunset colors reflecting in them. The gorgeous plants backlit in the late afternoon, the blacks and tans and yellows of the forest and trees. I just know the textures, the hues and color, when they come together just so, it is certainly worth capturing and enjoying later on, not just for me, but for you. The frozen river and frosted trees in dead of mass waited there to be experienced and captured. I did take them for you also. Thought I would bring you a present. So have a look-see. So now we have drawings I have done. These simple drawings, they are simple in color and line, but to me very pleasing. I really enjoyed doing them. I can especially picture the animal portraits on kids' bedroom walls, especially on large, clear pieces of acrylic. The animals in bright colors, like about 3 feet by 5 feet or 4 feet by 8 feet, if there is enough wall space, or maybe in a daycare center, which probably would have more wall space. They could be on canvas or poster size on glossy paper, also with bright colors. They could be on postcards. Most of the photo images that have been displayed, I can picture large and beautifully framed in hotel lobbies, in commercial buildings, in hospital corridors. I do have one in a VA hospital in the Boston area, the grassy sunlit scene. I gave that one to them. I have a hard time selling my photos, so sometimes I give them away because I still want people to see and enjoy them. And of course, not just public places, also to be in people's homes where they can be enjoyed on a daily basis. They can and have been made smaller for other environments, even for the size of greeting cards. It depends. So that's some of the pen drawings and photos. To see more photos, there are 2 websites. eyeofjeffneedle.com. It's an Etsy website. They can be purchased digitally, meaning you can buy them online, then you receive on your computer a file that you can download to be reproduced to most sizes, like 3 inches by 5 inches or 20 by 30. The other website, Fine Art America, that website has a lot more options. You pick an image, then you can choose how you want it framed or presented, like on canvas, on metal, on acrylic. They also can and do reproduce the images on almost anything. Coffee mugs, blankets, shower curtains, greeting cards, posters, hard to say what else. And you can also pick an image and see it presented on a wall to the size you might want and see what it could look like. Just a lot of possibilities. You can also contact me with the phone number or email at both of those websites. That's it for now. Then we have these exciting paintings. Not quite like my animal drawings, these paintings showing some real artistic talent. They are done by a friend of mine. He is 85 and a retired auto mechanic who obviously is a very accomplished painter. I have known him now for about 40 years. Mostly he started to paint since he's been retired. Wanted you to get a chance to see some of his work also.